Slay the Spire stream, one of my new favorite games of recent times. I know the game's been out for a couple of years, but I only picked it up recently. I'm going to go ahead and get right into things. I'm going to be playing as the Silent this time. And I think I've not actually tried this before, so I'm going to try this time to do an Ascension run where elites spawn more often. Let's get right into it. So, I can choose to obtain a curse for 250 gold. That's tempting. I think I'll go ahead and take the max hit points though and not start out with the curse that could kind of get me right off the bat. Because it all depends. Some of the curses aren't that bad. Some of them are really kind of annoying. Well, I need to, while I'm thinking about it, get my Twitch app open on my phone so I can pay attention to the feed. So yeah, a couple of blocks and a strike right off the bat should let me avoid damage, but still get a little bit of damage in. We're going to go ahead and neutralize this one, which has the added effect of making them use their curl up. Get it out of the way. A little bit of defense block, a little bit of attacking, and we should be good to take them out next turn, assuming I don't draw a handful of defense cards. Which I didn't. So easy peasy first fight. Let's see. Now, one thing I've noticed when playing the Silence, I've played with a couple of different builds. One is a very poison-centric one, and one is a very Shiv-centric one that uses zero cost attacks, especially Shivs, to do extra damage. Since I pulled a Slice right off the bat, I'll go ahead and take that one. A lot of it's going to depend on whether or not I get a good relic that feeds into it. Like, there's a couple of relics that say, you know, if you play 3 attacks in a turn, you gain an extra strength or an extra defense. So let's see, backstab I like. Straight up 11 damage right off the bat. And I'll probably take dash as well. I know it means I don't have any money left over for card removal, but that's alright. So in this case, let's see. That's going to do a lot of damage. That's going to do a lot of damage. That'll kill that guy off. I'll have 10 block for the 10 attack, and I'm good for this turn. Alright, neutralize is free, slice is free, couple of strikes, and Bob's your uncle. 15 gold, energy potion, add a card. Alright, I got another slice, so I'll take it. Trying to decide, do I want to go for the question mark and see what's there? Yeah, I'm going to try and save my hit points for the elite coming up. Do I lose 15 hit points to upgrade 2 random cards? I don't think any of the cards I have are worth upgrading right now. I'll play it safe. 3 of the artifacts. Lovely. On the other hand, I drew enough cards to kill that first one right off. So I can't argue with that draw. Let's see, I've only got a potion to gain energy right now. I'm going to be taking 8 this turn. Nothing much. Well, I could have used my energy potion, but I hate to use it this early. And of course I draw mostly defense on the turn that they're using their special abilities. These guys alternate between attack and use special ability put 2 days in your discard pile. I drew no defenses this time, so I'm going to take 18, go to 40. Okay. One more down. Not really any point in using those, so I won't right now. Alright, dash right off the bat's gonna give me the 10 block I need, plus 10 damage. Slice for another 6. Or attack, I suppose. That's the name of the card. Leave them at 1 hit point. Might need a little more card draw to help get through cards like that those days. Oh, well, I suppose it won't take any damage. But I didn't draw any damage, so they're still going to be stuck on 1 hit point. Alright, Gremlin Horn. Whenever enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card. That's kinda, it can be useful occasionally. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll take Dagger Spray as a okay way to deal damage to all enemies. And then we're gonna rest. Get some of my hit points back. Go to the question mark. Banana, donut, and box. Dislike regret, because if you have a lot of card draw, regret means you're going to take some damage. Let's go ahead and just get 5 max hit points. Alright, I'm going to look up here. We have an elite up the left-hand path. 3 question mark, 2 monsters, and a campfire that direction. But if I go to the left, there's a shop. We'll go this way and we'll decide after the next combat. Whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. That's nice. I like that. So, do the monster fight and then see what my stats look like. It looks like, I mean, right off the bat, I got an aggressive hand, which was nice. That ring, serpent ring that silence starts with lets me draw, what, 2 or 3 extra cards? 2 extra cards during the first combat turn. So he's going to attack for 6. Survivor, discard a strike, and then strike twice. I won't take any damage, and they'll be at 13. Which means I should be able to finish him off next turn. Which is good, because that ritual they start with starts giving them 2 or 3 strength a turn. Alright, so quick slash, 12 damage, draw a card. Backflip, 5 block, draw 2 cards. Deadly poison, apply 5 poison. This is tough. I like all 3 of these cards. I don't think backflip is a bad card at all. I mean, it works. It costs the same as defense. You get the same amount of block as defense, but you get to draw 2 cards with it. Quick slash does a lot more damage than your normal strike, and you get to draw a card. And poison is great. It gets around... It goes past block. And if you stack a lot of poison, you can do a pretty good chunk of damage, but it's slow. You have to wait for the poison to keep doing damage. And that's probably not what I want with this build. I usually neglect defense to my detriment, so I'm going to take backflip. And you know what? Since I'm streaming, we'll go the elite route. We'll be risky here. So we got Slime with 69 hit points. Nice. Alright, so now I gotta decide. These 2 give me 13 blocks. This gives me 10, allows me to do 10 damage. Nice, Bear Cave 33 says. Yes, I agree. So, we'll slice. These slimes split when they reach half hit points, and the 2 slimes will then have max hit points equal to the remaining hit points of this slime. He's going for it is going for a special skill. It's now been interrupted by my attack, so I'll have 2 slimes with 23 hit points. Let's see, artifact, negate next debuff. We're definitely going to dagger spray. We're going to defend, and we're going to play it safe. We'll defend twice. One big advantage with this island is the rare card Die, 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 which does a lot of area damage. This will gain 10 block, which blocks the front target. And, oh, one more energy and I could have taken care of that front slime. Okay, so we're going to do that. Neutralize is free. So we'll gain 5. We only got one more turn of weak left. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust slime. Oh, I have energy. Okay, never mind. Apparently I can't count how much energy I was using. I've done that before and I've passed with energy still left and it's frustrating. There we go. Slimes are dead. Steroid potion, gain 5 strength, end of the turn, lose 5. Okay, there's accuracy. If I can start pulling shiv cards, accuracy, once you start stacking those, makes your shivs really nice. Oh, I hate this enemy. This is one that every time you use a defensive skill, it's going to get stronger after this first buff. Now, I could strike for 1, but dash for 2 actually gives me 10 damage, and I only have one more attack card anyway, so I'll go ahead and do the dash. The block is useless this turn, but that's alright. There's the Enrage. So now, whenever I play a skill, it gains 2 strength. So I don't actually have any shiv cards. Let's go ahead and use a steroid potion. Try and get as much damage out as possible. We'll go ahead and use the accuracy. Even though I don't have any shiv cards, you never know. I'll take the 6 this turn. And, whew, okay. That was actually relatively painless for once. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Really good relic as far as I'm concerned. Oh, there's Infinite Blades. Start of your turn, add a shiv to your hand. Now we'll hit the shop up, see if maybe the shop has something really useful. Let's see, Dagger Spray. The thing is, I like cards like Distraction. They're random, but sometimes you can get a really great card and be able to cast it for 0. Poison Stab is also great, 8 damage, so this is a plus version. It does more damage than Strike, and you also add 4 poison. And then Dagger Spray Plus, which deals 6 damage to all enemies. Oh, I know I should be removing a card. Instead I'm going to take Dagger Spray and Distraction, because I'm a loser. Soy un Parador. We're going to go ahead and upgrade Infinite Blades, so that I automatically get it at the beginning of every combat. And then we're going after Mr. Slime Boss, with a nice little fedora, I guess? Since we have the first turn, we're going to drop an accuracy. We're going to drop the Infinite Blades on him. Do a Dagger Spray for 8, and pass turn. Now I'm going to automatically get a shiv that does 7 damage at the beginning of every round. We're going to go ahead and Distract. Catalyst is block, because I really don't have any poison skills. I'll just go ahead and use it because why not? Empty my hand. Not like I have anything that really makes use of the empty hand. Okay, I need to get the enemy down to 70 hit points this turn. This looks like the kind of hand that can do it. Yep, alright. If you can get him down to half hit points, 70 there, it will cause a split so that first big slime doesn't hurt you. Otherwise, that big slime will hit for a ton. So I'm going to play it slow this turn. And defend. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and use the energy potion to really defend against his first set of attacks. This will prevent all of it and leave me with 1 block left over, which is immaterial at this point. Now I guess I'm exhausting a slime and taking some damage. I forced a split of the front target, but I will take 6. that will take care of the first set of damage. Usually my strategy on this boss is not to try and split him into 4, but split as quick as possible and split the second set of slime once, and then work them down and only leave me with just the one set of slimes remaining. And I'm going to take out the one that's actually going to deal damage, and get dagger spray for 6, so I won't be getting rid of slimed. Of course, the problem with not taking that back target out now is that Lick is going to keep weakening me or sliming me every turn, which is irritating. Yeah, I'm going to take some pain this turn. Not much I can do about it, though. Just as long as I can keep my damage going before I run out of hit points. Alright. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust 2 of the slimed cards since I don't need any blocks this turn. The back target's using Lick. Now all I gotta do is take care of the last 2 slimes. With the right build, I've actually soloed this. Well, not soloed, but I've taken care of this boss without taking any damage. Another opportunity to get rid of slimed. Could have used the artifact potion to avoid the weakened, but I've already got so many levels of weakened, it's just not even funny. Okay, I caused a split, so I want to weaken them as much as possible so that each slime now only has maximum 19 hit points, rather than 32. Alright, so we're going to neutralize the back target. We'll shiv the back target. We're going to go ahead and Survivor, discarding slimed. We're going to backflip. That gives us more than enough, and it gives us 1 more attack card. Another good one is Prepare. 0 cost to use it, but lets you draw 1, discard 1, or if you have it upgraded, draw 2, discard 2, which is actually pretty damn handy. Especially if you have a handful of curses, you can just discard the curses rather than getting hurt by them. I should have just eliminated a slime there, exhausted it. Alright, 12. I think I can finish. Yeah, I've got a handful of aggro. Easy. Alright, boss is down. Say what you want about Corpse Explosion, it's how I got a clear once with the Silent, because I was facing the Donut and Square final boss, and I popped Corpse Explosion on one of them and then focused all my attacks on it. When it died, it took the other boss out for me. Of course, Storm of Steel. Discard your hand, add 1 shift to your hand for each card discarded. As much as I hate to say it, I love Corpse Explosion, but Storm of Steels can work better for my deck. Now, let's hope for good relic. Okay, Tiny House. Upon pickup, obtain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max hit points by 5, obtain 1 card, upgrade a random card. Hovering Kite, gain an energy and discard 2 cards at the start of your turn. Black Star, elites drop an additional relic when defeated. Well, you know what the thing is? I'm facing a lot more of elites. I don't want to discard 2 additional cards at the start of my turn because I won't have anything to use that energy on if I'm discarding most of my hand. I'd rather have Black Star, so every time I'm fighting these elites, I'm getting 2 relics out of the deal. Alright, Act 2, the city. Alright, so I'm going to poke, let's see, up the left-hand side. There's an elite battle. I've got a shop after 2 enemies. If I go up the right side, I've got 2 enemies, a question mark, a shop, question mark, campfire, then elite. In fact, the right side seems pretty decent. Only 1 elite fight. Let's go up the right-hand side. Might have been better to go and face multiple elites, but that's alright. So let's see, we're going to backstab, obviously. We're going to do infinite blades. We will slice since it's free. We'll neutralize since it's free. We'll distract since it'll be free. Gain 5 block. Block is now removed at the start of your next turn. Okay, well. Done. I have 10 block. I'm going to take 6, so I'll have 4 block left over for the next turn. Now, here comes a Hex. I'm going to annoy the enemy by gaining an artifact, which will prevent the Hex. Artifact protects you against the next status debuff you would receive. This is also funny. On the third act, you can occasionally encounter tentacle enemies that'll drop a debuff that does 10 damage a turn. If you drop an artifact first, they can't do that. Basically, when it comes back around in rotation, they'll try it again. Do an aggressive turn. Let's see. Is this going to be another Hex? Nope. Soul Siphon, basically. Oh, this seems like a great way to finish off my hand. That's 5 damage for those. So that'll be... won't be enough if I Storm of Steel. Because I'll discard my hand, I'll add 4 shivs, each do 5 damage, which will put them down to 4, but then I'll take 21. If I block, I take 10, and I get to deal a little bit of damage, or I'll take 11 rather, and I get to do some damage back. So, stupid weaken. I need a relic that prevents weaken. That would be very nice. And dead. Alright. Riddle with holes, plus, deal 4 damage 5 times. Reflex. If the card is discarded from your hand, draw 1 card, otherwise unplayable. Expertise, draw cards TF6. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take the expertise. Ah, these guys. Alright, so Infinite Blade. At least we'll be able to strike one of them out of the air entirely with this. 3 attacks on a single one of these birds will knock it out of the air, prevent it from using its damage resistance. Because these guys normally have flight, they receive 50% less damage. Alright, that back target's going to do a lot, but that's why we have that. Dagger Spray. I can knock that one out of the air, which will stun it, and so it won't take any damage. The front one's going to be doing 13 to me now. Let's distract. Crippling Cloud, I like that. 4 poison, 2 weak to all enemies. A Survivor, discarding Defend. Let's see, they're going to be attacking for 12. I'm going to go ahead and defend and play it safe. Let the poison weaken them a little bit. And take no damage in the process. Alright, so the back one should be trying to fly. Let's do an accuracy. Negate. Strike. And strike. Oh, and I just discarded with energy. See? This is what I'm telling you about. I forget that I get an energy and a card if I kill an enemy, and so I discard with energy still in play. I really gotta slow down. Okay, that should knock it out of the sky and then kill it. So no worries, it didn't cost myself any damage. Lesson learned, Slice Plus, deal 8 damage, no cost. There is a card I really want to get, All for One, that causes you to deal a bunch of damage, but you get all your 0 card or cost cards back in your hand from your discard pile. So I shouldn't say but, it's like and. I'm going to skip the vampirism thing. It could be fun, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, Cloak and Dagger at 6 block and gain 6 block and a Shiv. That seems like it's something good for my deck. I couldn't afford this. Kunai is fantastic for this deck. So we're going to play it safe, and we're just going to remove a card. 1 strike can go away. Pare down my deck slightly. Alright, before you lies an elaborate shrine. Well, hey, it looks like I can get another strike out of my hand. Because I've already got better attack cards. So now, I can go to the fire and heal up. If I want to go to another shop, I have to go up the right-hand side from the looks of it. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go to the fire, and I think we're going to go ahead and smith. I've got enough hit points. Storm of Steel, add 1 upgraded shiv into your hand for each card discarded. Yeah, I think that's better with my deck. I need to get a relic that adds more energy, but have not seen that kind of card yet. Alright, so backstab the front target. Ugh. I need defense, so I can't really use distract this turn. I'm gonna have to try and get as much defense going as I can. It's still gonna hurt. They're attacking for 32 damage. I've got 13. Since they all decided to attack the first turn. And the second turn. Let's see, if I discard this, shivs will do 5 or 6 each. I'll gain 25 points worth of cards. Nope, not feeling that. Take what little block I can. Up, and see? I didn't expect to kill the target. So I just wasted an energy and a card. Don't know what it would have been, but probably would have been useful. Slow down, Steven. Alright, we're gonna gain the block, pop our shivs right off the bat, weaken the back target. He's doing more damage. Defend. Let's go ahead and strike that front target. I think the front target does more damage, and he's the one who's dropping wounds on me. Okay, accuracy. Oh my lord, 19 damage coming in from the back target? Well, folks, this could be the end of my run. Oh, they finally decided not to attack. How generous of them to, for once, decide they're not both going to do massive amounts of damage to me. There's another wound. Entangles. Now I can't even attack this next turn. And I got only 1 defensive item. So gotta discard all the attack items. They're attacking for 15. I have 5 block. Attacking for 12 now. That time I remember. At least I can finally do something with those wounds. Oh, they're 9 damage each. That's good to know. So I'll go to 5. We'll dash, because I know dash at the very least is going to protect me. And they're dead. Oh my goodness. 5 hit points remaining. Alright. Darkstone Periapt. Whenever you retain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. And item that negates the next 2 curses you obtain. Because of course. So, now I have 5 hit points. And a while to go before campfire. Miles to go before I sleep. I don't think I'm going to make it. Go ahead and drop that distraction. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. That feeling when you draw a whole bunch of 0 damage cards. If only I had access to anger. Okay, this guy, if memory serve, gained 3 block, yeah. And I'm not set up to do a lot of defense this turn. Yeah. Dead a Rooney. Just didn't come together, that run. That's alright. We'll try that again. Still have not completed a Ascension or whatever you want to call it with the defect. Let's do just a regular run. Level 1. No ascension this time. Yes, another try, please. Move a card from your deck. Obtain 2 random potions. You know what? Let's go for broke. Lose 7 max hit points to transform 2 cards. We're going to transform 2 strikes. We get a blur and a slice. Not sure that was worth it, but oh well. Ugh, this whole first level kind of sucks, to be honest. Just pick a path and go. We'll play it by ear. Alright, so we're gonna blur. Apply a weak. Apply that. Apply that. Just block and done. Should have gone ahead with Survivor, come to think of it. Since the block doesn't wear off, I would have gotten a higher block. Point is moot. They're not attacking this turn. Apparently they just like licking me. I must taste good. Alright, playing it safe. 6 defense, or 6 block, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if I can't finish the next turn. Oh, okay, I'll only draw 1 attack card. Problem solved. At least my block will be taken care of. Alright, so, first card. Let's see what they want to do. I'm not a huge fan of calculated gamble, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and take a Piercing Wail, because it can be a very handy oh no card. To use the more friendly term for it. Prep some block. Maybe I've been underestimating Blur. Alright, looks like I'm gaining a lot of block this turn. I need to kill them before that damage they're dealing gets a little too big to handle. That ritual every turn is going to make them stronger and stronger. Alright, let's have them lose 6 strength. Apply 3 damage. 3 good strikes, and I could finish the enemy off. There, finally. Need some offensive cards. Regen potion, nice. Quick slash it is. I don't have the cards to make Sneaky Strike good. I have to have more discard cards to make Sneaky Strike a viable option. Let's pray and transform a card. Let's transform a defend. I got an expertise. So now the real question is, how do I want to approach the rest of the floor? Let's do the question mark room here. We will take out their defensive, or their, yeah, their curl up. Right off the bat, they only get 1 use of it. Wow. Alright, simple hand, simple turn. Pit Web will weaken me, I believe, so I won't be doing as much damage. But I only need 2 damage. There you go. Steroid Potion and the card. Dash. I know it's pricey, but 10 block and 10 damage is pretty good. We will blur. You know what I'm gonna go ahead and do? I'm gonna go ahead and quick slash. I'm gonna take 2, but that's alright. I'm gonna try and get some damage in here, rather than just sit there. So that gives me 10 damage, enough block to take care of their attack. Alright. Neutralize will weaken them. Blur. Strike. We're going to go ahead and do a survivor. Because since I have blur on, the leftover 8 block will carry over to next turn. And thanks to that weaken and a lack of damage cards, I'm in this battle for another turn. That'll do it. Okay. And my card. Poison Stab. Yeah, I like Poison Stab. And now an elite. These guys, of course. F1 artifact is annoying because your first attempt to poison them or whatever doesn't work too well. So we'll build up some block this turn. I only have 4 to carry over, but that's alright. This battle's going to be a long, drawn-out battle anyway. If I get a handful of attack, I can use my steroid potion. You know what? If I use... Wait a minute. If I use Neutralize, it's free. If I use Piercing Wail, I will weaken the front target because his artifact is gone. Those will do 11 each if I chug the potion. We're going to Expertise and see what I draw. Defend gives me 9 block, so I'll only take 3. So the middle target's the one attacking this turn. Blur, Quick Slash, and Survivor. Not discarding Daze. Daze is ethereal, so at the end of the turn, if it's in my hand, it gets exhausted. And once again, thanks to Blur, I'll have 4 block left over for the next turn. But the number of days they're putting in my hand, eventually it's going to start wearing thin on me. I have really got to start getting some damage in. Took 1. You know what, screw it. We need to take at least 1 target down here. And yeah, this will do it exactly. So the middle target's gone. Now we'll be alternating between dazed turns and attack turns. Alright. So we're taking some damage. If worse comes to worse, I can chug the regen potion. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Survivor first. Discard Defend, so I can Expertise and actually draw a few cards. Ooh, that's nice. Get rid of 4 dazed. Of course, 4 is going back in my deck. Or at least they're going into my draw pile. I've only got 3 left in my draw... Or discard pile, excuse me. I've got 3 left in my draw pile. And 4 in my discard pile. So Dash will kill that one. Straight up give me a strike, and then done. That was an easy enough hand, just play it all out. And carry over 10 block for the next turn when he's on the attack. Ah, shouldn't have done that. I didn't need the block anyway, and it caused me to discard a dazed. Just habits try and stack up as much defense as I can, usually. I got an attack. Okay, finally. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, gain an additional energy next turn. That could be handy. Outmaneuver. Next turn, gain 2 energy. Now I'll take Distraction. 176 gold. I have a chance for a shop down the road if I go up the right-hand side and face another elite. I'll go ahead and do it because I'm streaming. We'll go ahead and eat the banana to heal 21 hit points, which will max me out. Poison Stab does as much damage as a strike, but adds poison, so yeah, that's a guaranteed yes. Then the rest of it is just going to be stacking 13 defense. So dash gives me 10 block, 10 attack. Gives me enough defense to block it all. We'll go ahead and Piercing Wail. That reduces them to 2. Expertise to draw another card, a set of cards. And I drew a whole handful of defense. They're out of poison. But I have enough damage to kill them, straight up. Alright, so we have a slice. We'll take the slice. Take a treasure chest. Inside is the runic dodecahedron. If my hit points are full, I gain an energy at the start of my turn. Well, that's not going to be too handy. I mean, it allows me to prioritize defense, but more often than not, I don't have full hit points. So I want to start off by doing as much damage as possible. Because this boss, after this buff, every time I use a skill, it is going to get 2 strength, which means damage will be increased by 2 going forward. Dash counts as an attack. So I'll take 4 if I do this, which is going to work for me. And I'll lose the extra energy at the start of my turn. That's alright. Alright, I'm going to take the risk, use Distraction. It is Setup. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. I don't care. I'm not going to give them the extra 2 points of strength to put expertise back on top of my deck. I'll just take the 6 damage and kill them this turn. Paper Crane. Enemies with weak deal 40% less damage rather than 25%. Not bad. Snecko Oil is a potion I never use because the Confuse is... it's a risk. Now I have a choice here. I'm kind of setting up for a lot of attack card type build, and Blade Dance works perfectly since it adds 2 shivs. Poison Stab on your hand is poison. I'll go with Blade Dance. I've always had better luck. That sort of thing. Alright. If I go this way, I have my choice of shop and a campfire right after to rest before the boss. Alright, we're going to block against that back target. 8 damage here. Did not draw 0 cost cards, so pass turn. These guys do apply vulnerable 2 when they're killed, which makes them a little more difficult. I have to keep my block up after I kill them. Alright, if I poison stab this one, they will die immediately upon ending my turn due to poison. I'm going to focus my damage in the back target. Bouncing Flask. Nice ability. Can't argue. Poison's going to kill it. Boom. Done. And my card. Phantasmal Killer. Deal double damage. Deflect, gain 4 block for free. Yeah, we'll take the free card. I'm gonna go up the question mark route rather than 2 enemies. I walk into a room. I can gain 175 gold but become cursed. Why not? Because I have a shop coming up, I can just pay to get the card removed. Using some of that money and come out ahead still. Ugh. Not a big fan of this battle. Alright. Need to take out the back target first. Because that one will do the most damage to me. So I'll kill the back target. Back target, the mage at the back, will charge for 2 turns and then do a spell, usually doing somewhere around 20 or more damage. So I want it out first. I need to take out the front 2 next because of their crush. I think. Nope. I need to take out that middle one. The Mad Goblin has Angry, so... Nope. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking that was Rage. So yeah, the front 2 can crush. Setup. Really? Alright, we'll go ahead and set up so it's free and put Defend on top. So I can draw it and immediately cast it for free. Take 2 damage this turn. I can chug that regen potion if I need to in the boss battle. We'll Blade Dance, which gives us 2 shivs. I'm going to go ahead and Piercing Wail to minimize damage this turn. To 0. They still get the debuff. Well, that sucks. Oh well. There's Doubt. At the end of turn, I will gain a weak. That weak's going to be irritating because that back target, every time I deal damage, is going to gain strength and do more damage to me, and I'm not going to be able to do as much damage, so it's going to take more hits to kill it. Everybody got that? So that's going to bump it up to 5 strength. Every point of strength increases the damage you do by 1. Same applies for monsters, unless they have cards that benefit from more. Setup is completely pointless for me at this juncture. Because it's a lot more useful if you have very expensive cards in your deck, so you can pay 1 to reduce the card to say cost 3 down to almost nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and take an extra dash. It's expensive, I know. Let's see. Every time I discard a card during my turn, deal 3 damage to random enemy. That's very nice for certain things. Alright, I'm going to negate the next 2 curses. Shivs do additional damage. Gotta go for it. And we're going to go ahead and do the card removal service to get rid of that curse. I don't want Discovery. Prepared is not that useful for me right now. I don't really want to pay for it, really. And I'm going to go ahead and rest before the boss. Alright. Slime Boy. Because I don't know his actual name. Slime Boss. Ah, well, that makes sense. Might as well go ahead and Expertise, see if I draw 0. And I don't. Alright, discard my hand. I only have 1 or 2 left in there anyway. Distraction gives me Terror. Apply 99 vulnerable. Which unfortunately will run out whenever I cause them to split, which I'll need to do next turn. So vulnerable's going to be handy for that. Okay, accuracy, I can go ahead and safely use. This will... I'm not going to use Piercing Wail because there's no point and it will exhaust it. It forces the split. I don't have any area damage cards yet. It's kind of irritating. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and expertise to try and find at least one defense card to minimize damage somewhat. And we'll go ahead and drink the regen potion next turn. I don't want to do it this turn because I think it'll be wasted since I won't have damage yet. Also, I'll lose the first heal. I don't want to use the Snecko potion. That's just bad idea. Well, I had enough energy left over to get rid of the Slimed. And I'm going to split the front targets. Now the question is, do I want to take that back target out? Probably not. I'll go take care of the front ones. Alright, one target down. I like the music to this game. You never really notice it looping. Really? I don't need defense. Let's exhaust the Slimed and move on. Another frail, another weak. Yep. Piercing Wail, right off the bat. And this will actually give me just enough block thanks to the Piercing Wail to prevent taking anything this turn. So my regen's going to heal me for one more hit point, and then it'll run out. Really needed to take out that front target, but I didn't get the chance. M's the luck. Sometimes you'll draw a handful of defensive cards when you need it. Don't need them, I should say. Like at the moment, I really could use defensive cards. I guess I'll just go ahead and take 16. Weakened wears off. Thank God. Nope. I don't want to do that. Thought I used a survivor. Alright, 2 slimes with 28 hit points each. Just enough block to defend, and a lick to apply weakened, yeah. But you know what's nice? You can weaken strength, and poison doesn't care. Poison is poison. Which is one of the really nice things about having poison cards in your deck. Gets past the block, and if they really weaken you, doesn't matter. We'll exhaust the slime to move on. Take a lick, get weakened. Takes a licking, but keeps on ticking. A couple of shivs. Give him the clamps. My wife looked at me. Apparently, she's not a golfer. It's Futurama reference, what it is. Boss is dead. Add a card. Storm of Steel. Pardon? My wife is threatening me that that's alright. I'm not going to take Storm of Steel this time. I'm going to take Corpse Explosion. Storm of Steel did not work for me as well as I'd hoped. Alright, so Ring of the Serpent replaces Ring of the Snake. So at the start of my turn, instead of just drawing 2 extra cards at the end of combat, I'll always draw 1 extra card. Velvet Choker is deceptively good, but it's really not. Because, yeah, you gain extra energy every turn, but you can't play more than 6 cards. I'm playing a deck that wants to play extra cards. And Tiny House. Tell you what I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Ring of the Serpent. I always want to draw 1 extra card. So onward to Act 2, the city. Okay. I can avoid an elite if I want to, by going up that middle path. The question is, do I want to? I really want to shop, which means starting here or here, then going up that middle side, which means I will have to fight an elite, no matter which shop I take. but that's alright. This guy, against a poison deck, you win. Because they have 20 hit points, they rely on large amounts of defense to help them. So I'll do the most damage I can, and then I'll pass turn. Yes, I'll gain an extra energy next turn, thanks to that. Alright, so we're going to do accuracy. We're going to slice. We'll distract. Bullet time, why not? Right? Bullet time says all my cards are free this turn. But I can't draw any additional cards, so expertise is useless. I forgot he had artifacts, so Piercing Wail didn't do anything. So, stack that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Did I mention that he starts with 3 artifacts, and I just threw all my poison cards at him? On the other hand, I can finally weaken this guy and play out my hand. Alright, so I still gotta try and get through all that block. Wish I had enough energy for double dash. Or double dare. Alright, if I do bullet time, reduce the cost of all of my cards to 0. And kill him. But take some definite damage doing it. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Gain 6 block, add 2 shivs from Cloak and Dagger? Yes, please. Now the problem is I have no way to heal before the eventual elite. I had a complete brain fart. So I'm going to take 2, but I've got the setup here. Alright, I'm going to take 10. Really? You really want me to have that? Alright, I'll apply more poison and then defend. I'll take 1. Meanwhile, my poison's now up to 10. They heal for 1. Cloak and Dagger adds 6 block. Gain 2 shivs. Gain 2 more shivs. Gain 14 defense total, and only take 4. And took some frail. Damn, that's gonna make it even harder. Alright. Apply and neutralize. We're gonna go for the Piercing Wail, see how much that'll reduce the damage down to. Nothing. Enemy will die next turn from poison, no matter what. We'll go ahead and do this. Insult to injury and all that. Sucker Punch. Apply 2 weak. Footwork. Gain 2 dexterity. I'm going to take Sucker Punch because I do have an artifact that improves how my weakness works. Here a group of what looks like purple fire spirits. So I can discard, I can remove a card from my deck entirely. If you give them a weak common card, you get nothing out of it. But on the other hand, I don't want... It basically allows me to freely remove a card from my deck. Then go to the shop. Start each combat with 3 thorns. I like that. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots. Nobody cares. At the start of combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. Sold! Sold to the goofy-looking guy with the mask. I don't have enough for much else. Catalyst. Double the enemy's poison exhaust. Why not? I could be completely playing this the wrong way, and I don't even care at this point. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So they're going to take the poison right off the bat. We're going to go ahead and drink this, because I want to be able to do as much damage to that back target as possible, because she is a healer. And I killed her. Alright. She can buff strength boosts onto both targets, and she can heal for 16 a turn to both targets. Alrighty. 5/5 block. Let's weaken instead, which will drop him to no damage. Excuse me, sorry. Get something to drink here. Hold on. Muted my mic so I could cough. As much as I would love to deal 6 poison, I need to just go ahead and poison stab instead. Corpse Explosion is a much more expensive poison stab at this point, because I don't have extra targets to take out with the poison or the explosion. Drew nothing useful off of that. Calculated risk didn't pay off. So we'll go ahead and take 4 damage. I know we're going to poison stab. Absolutely. Keep that poison up. We're going to blur and drop a survivor, and I'll start with 1 block next turn. Maybe I need to start focusing on poison again next run. Alright, this will prevent all the damage to me. The enemy takes 5 and dies next turn due to poison. Insult injury. I'll make sure my shiv is really powerful before I stab him with it. There's a cloak and dagger. And now elite with 20 hit points. Which elite is it? Oh, well, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Like, almost like they killed me last time. We're gonna sucker punch the back target to weaken. Excuse me. And I'm gonna take some pain. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 3. Yeah, I didn't draw any defense. So, I will kill the back target with poison and then die to the front 2 by 1 hit point. That's alright. Only an hour in, I think I have time for another run. Maybe 2 at the rate I'm dying. Tell you what, we're going to mix it up. We're going to go for a defect run this time. Maybe the silent just isn't meant to be tonight. Upgrade a card, or I'm going to go ahead and obtain a common relic. Most of the time they're not much. In this case, started a combat with additional energy is about as good as I could expect. It really is. So, I am guaranteed an elite fight no matter what I do. So, doesn't matter which one I pick, I'm going to be facing elite. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'll take 2, and I'll start channeling that lightning. I gotta switch gears entirely with this character. And remember, this character has a completely different play style than the last one. Ah, good. One of the lightning strikes hit the back target. Alright, enemy's dead. Artifact potion. Deal 9 damage, put the next card you play this turn on top of your drop pile. Gain energy for every 6 cards in your drop pile. Gain 3 block, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Let's go with Rebound. I think it's probably the best of all the choices. We're going to go up this middle route there. I don't know why, I just felt like I should go up that route, so I did. We're going to go ahead and put the rebound of the block back on top so I can have it available next turn. Take 3, pick up a self-repair. At some point I'll be in good shape. And of course I should have had the attack. What else is new? Let's go ahead and evoke this orb twice, but I believe we'll kill him. Evoke causes you to use the rightmost orb twice and deal extra damage with it. Seek is a very good card. Lets you get the best card out of your draw deck that you need and put it straight into your hand for free. Leap is also pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take Seek because it's a rarity. I'll probably see Leap again. Alright, 2 defense, 3 defense. Why not? I have enough energy. I forgot I have the lantern, so I gain 4 energy the first turn. Alright, so aggressive turn that turn. I really need to get more cards allow me to channel orbs. That's one of the biggest advantages you have with this character. Okay, if I deal 9, I'm guaranteed to kill them with the lightning strike. Okay. I almost screwed that up. Deal 6 damage, channel a frost. Deal 10 damage, channel dark. If I have no block, gain 11 block. I'm going to take the area attack that channels. Dark orbs are really good when you can channel a lot of cards with it. I'm going to gain the money. Alright. Start a battle. Block, block, strike, strike. Don't evoke because I want to be able to use that 3 damage every turn. Take 3. Okay, definitely zap. The, dark does me no good at the moment. Because you have to channel... The way dark works is it has a passive and an active effect. The passive effect does nothing but build up. The active effect does nothing but build up. But when you get the orb all the way to the right-hand side, the active effect fires off and does a lot of damage. The passive effect can be triggered off of certain cards. Alright, so counting up, I'll seek for a strike, drop them to 4, and now my 2 lightning strikes will kill it. Alright, had to think that one through for a moment. Stack is actually kind of handy as my deck gets bigger. So let's see, do I want a campfire to heal up before the elite? Yeah, why not? Because otherwise I have to fight the elite and then a regular battle afterward and have no campfire coming for a while. Gotta plan ahead. Always gotta plan ahead. So I may as well go ahead and channel Doom and Gloom first. Put the orb in the second slot. So you see, there's the, see, there it is. Into the turn increases the damage by 6 on the passive. The evoke deals 6 damage to the enemy with the lowest hit point. So then we'll channel, which fills up my orb slots entirely. And now my dark orb starts building up, and as I channel it to the right, eventually it's going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to be defending this turn, taking 3, but dealing 6 just off of lightning orbs while building up that dark orb. Of course, I have nothing in the discard pile. Dual cast with dark can be really nice. I should have rebounded the defense instead of my rebound stack, because that means next turn it'll be worth more to block with. I'll go ahead and take 11. So when I zap, it's going to move the right hand orb and evoke it since there's no more slots for it. It'll deal 8, and I'll get a lightning orb on the left, and the dark orb's now at the front of the pack. As it turns out, I didn't need stack because they're not attacking this turn. So now, dual cast will deal 30 damage twice. So I'm going to go ahead and seek for it. And I have no cards left in my draw deck. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and Doom and Glue and evoke that for 30. Which will reduce them almost dead. And I'll take 14. Dual cast, or double cast, whatever was in my discard pile. Doom and Gloom finishes them. Alright. The Courier. The merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions, and reduce all prices by 20%. What that means, basically, if you buy a card, normally it's sold out in that slot. There's no more card. But instead, as long as you have money, you can keep buying cards or whatever. You still can only remove one card per turn. Ball Lightning I like, because it's deal 7 damage plus channel lightning card. Or lightning orb, rather. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk. Reach aside once, reach aside twice. Reach aside 3 times. There it is. Alright, got the relic. Your rightmost orb triggers his passive an additional time. Yeah, that was absolutely worth it. That is a very powerful orb for this character. Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it. So what basically means is now my rightmost orb will trigger twice at the end of every turn instead of once. We'll do that there. We're going to go up the right-hand side. We're not going to face the elite. We're going to obtain the Golden Isle. And we're going to become cursed. Because the cursed is the least problematic of all 3. But the Golden Idol means I'll find more gold. And occasionally you can find a place to actually utilize it. A random event. This will almost defend me all the way. Do it that way. So yeah, now I'm doing 4 lightning strikes for 3 a turn. Now I need a card. There's a card out there that'll defragment, I believe, that increases my focus by 2. Focus increases the effectiveness of all of your orbs. We're going to go ahead and evoke. They'll deal 16, and then lightning strikes kill it. Alright. I'm figuring this out. Claw. I love Claw. If you get a lot of Claw cards, you can do ridiculous amounts of damage. If you saw my last stream, you probably saw me do that. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rebound, and I'm going to put Claw back on my deck after it's dealt extra damage. That way I'm guaranteed to draw it next turn and do even more damage. Yep, took some damage because I didn't get enough defensive cards. Alright, 10 damage to all enemies, which is more than I could do with Strike, plus Dark, and Force the Split. Now the biggest problem is I do not want to evoke the right hand. I don't want Dark sitting in the right hand slot, because then all it does is double up the extra, power for it, basically. It doesn't do any damage. This is the word while I was trying to choke out there, having difficulty with. So I didn't kill any of them, unfortunately, which means I am going to take some more damage. Alright, Ball Lightning guarantees... Oh, Doom and Gloom would have finished them, but that's alright. Either way, they were dead. Static Discharge. Okay, I like Recursion. I mean, Static Discharge is nice because whenever we receive unblocked attack damage, channel 2 Lightning. But I don't... The problem with it is that you have to spend a turn using 1 mana, 1 energy to cast it. Then it lasts forever. But then at that point, every time you don't want to take damage because that takes off your hit points. But channel 2 Lightning is nice. Recursion is great because it evokes your orb, and then you get that orb back in your far left slot. I'm going to be stupid and take Static Discharge, because there are times it has been handy, especially if you can multiple time cast it during a longer battle. Then a boss hits you, and all of a sudden your orbs are just firing off like crazy. Ooh, a free merchant. All for One. Okay, All for One is a reject ability, not the silent. So, oops. Let's check the stuff. Lose. I heal 25 hit points beating combat. Can no longer become frail. Nope, I'm gonna spend my money on cards. Ball Lightning. Wow, dramatic entrance. Ball Lightning. What's my deck look like? How many power cards do I have? Because if you have enough power cards, that heat sinks is incredible. No, I don't have enough to make it worthwhile. Instead, I forgot I have a curse. So let's go ahead and remove the curse. Pay the gold for it. I really do not have enough powers to make that viable. We're going to charge battery for an extra block. And spend all my money. We'll heal up and then we'll go after the boss. So 63 hit points remaining. I have 2 extra energy on a potion and an artifact. Against, what is this boss's name? Hexaghost. So we'll eliminate that one right off the bat. I guess we'll go ahead and do static discharge. No reason not to. And we'll deal 10 damage. Even though I don't get any cards back because I don't have any claws or anything in the graveyard. Graveyard discard pile. Can you tell I've played Magic for many years? Okay, so I'm going to take 24, but I will get to evoke or do 2 lightning orbs, which will cause and multiple lightning orbs. Because this is really one of those situations where static discharge is great, because this guy targets many times, and so every time he hits me now, I'm going to channel 2 lightning for 6 damage, or 8 damage since they're evoking. Okay, so zap is 8 damage, while lightning is 15 damage. Defend. And strike. I don't need to seek at the moment. So this is how the reject can do a lot of damage in a hurry. I'll take back all the bad things I said about static lightning. All of it. Gain 15 block off of that. Let's rebound the strike. And pass turn. I wish I had the claw, or something else like ball lightning. But that's alright. Now, it didn't get through, so no channeling lightning for me. Ball lightning. Block. Block. Pass. Now, you see each of those flames is going to go green one at a time. When that last one goes green, the 6th one, this boss will do a powerful attack on me. And I do mean powerful. I didn't need to do that. That's alright. Didn't matter. I was going to have to play defense or burn anyway. So I want to kill the boss before they get all 6 orbs charged up. And Inflame is going to give them 2 extra strength for the rest of the battle. So we're going to claw. We will charge the battery. Even though I don't think we're necessarily going to need it. Yeah, we can dual cast to finish them. Alright, easy peasy. Focus potion, gain 2 focus. Can't argue with that. And there is another all for one. Machine learning. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. I'll always start with it, though. Or Echo Form, the first card you play each turn is played twice. That's a very powerful card, but you practically have to spend your entire turn casting it. I'm going to go ahead and take Machine Learning instead, because I can use the Lantern's extra energy to cast it at the beginning of every battle. Alright, so Black Star, Elites drop an additional relic. Busted Crown. Gain a energy start of your turn, but future card rewards have 2 less cards. Snecko Eye. Start your turn, draw 2 additional cards, but start each combat confused. Yeah, Black Star it is. It's the only one I'm comfortable taking. Because 2 fewer future card rewards means I'm basically only getting 1 card per combat, and it's take it or leave it. Wow. I'm guaranteed to have to fight 2 elites if I go up the left-hand side. And I'm really not sure I want to face 2 elites. If I go up this side, I can fight 1 elite, maybe 2. I'm going to go this way. Because I don't want to guarantee 2 elites, because if my stuff goes badly and I'm low on hit points, that's very bad. Well, I appear to be taking some damage this turn. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm already down a bunch of hit points thanks to that. We'll go ahead and do a static discharge, because I'm going to take damage anyway. This will let me fill up my orbs. So yeah, I really take back everything I said about you, static discharge. That was bad. You're actually a wonderful card. Wonderful. I want to guarantee that guy dies. I want to guarantee it. Alright. Down to 6 hit points. They'll fend and then they'll try and escape this turn. With my hard-earned money. There we go. Problem solved. Doom and Gloom, 14 damage to all enemies, channel dark, gain... I need block. I always neglect block, and it always comes back to bite me in the late game. So this is again going to be another situation where I am going to take some damage, but I do not have Static Discharge to help me out. Alright, Ball Lightning, Claw, Strike. Let's go ahead and Seek and get Ball Lightning. This will put the Hex on me. So every time now I use a skill card, which usually is a defensive card, I will gain a couple of dazed. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to rebound for that on top. We will go ahead and use stack, even though I'm going to get a dazed. But that will prevent me from taking any damage this turn. And next turn I should be able to defeat the enemy. Gotta think ahead. And lightning. Done. Ah, there's a leap plus. Bonus. We'll go ahead and go to the question mark. Ah, I can no longer become weakened off the treasure chest. Offer a gold to obtain a relic. I don't think I have anything that prevents relics. That was last game. So I don't want to rob them. I'll just offer the gold. And I'll get the Gremlin Horn. So whenever enemy dies, and now gotta remember I gain an energy. I'm not feeling my hit points. I just spit my gold. I'm gonna go around that elite. I know, two relics off the elites. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I could have taken the gold. I really could have, but I don't know. Relics can make a difference in this game. So charge battery, defend, and strike. Play out my hand. And take 9. I will go ahead and do this, because this battle could go on for a while. We're going to go ahead and seek another Ball Lightning here, so I can fill up all of my orb slots. I don't have a way to increase number of orb slots yet. I haven't found that card. It's a common, too, if memory serves. Okay, we're going to rebound the leap. Defend, and we're going to stack. Let's see, that's 21 damage. I've not 19 blocks, I'll take 2. Which is going to cause some static discharge to them, which guarantees that I should kill them this turn. Essence of Steel. I like Essence of Steel. So what potion do I want to get rid of? Let's go ahead and get rid of the Ancient Potion. I don't use it too often. Gain an energy for every 6 cards in your draw pile. Gain a void in your discard pile, which consumes energy, which is why I don't like them. And I can't guarantee my... I basically have to have at least 12 cards in my draw pile for aggregate to be worth it, because otherwise I just gain 1 energy back. So I'm going to go ahead and take Leap as a defensive card. If I go up the right-hand side, I get a campfire, but I have to face an elite. But I get an elite, or a campfire just before the elite, so I think this will be the best option. Heal, make my way up there, have a chance to heal before the elite. Fight the elite, get 2 relics. Oh wow. Pin Nib is it's a common, I recall. Every 10th attack, you gain double damage. which can be useful occasionally. Most of the time, I don't even notice it. I'm likely to take some damage. Let's go ahead and static electricity. Play out my entire hand again. That focus potion will come in handy for a boss. We're going to go ahead and rebound the charged battery. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drink the plated armor potion to try and minimize the damage I'm going to take. I wish I had the static discharge at this point. This would be really nice. Oh, I have it. Never mind. I forgot I had cast it. I'm a doofus. Okay, charge block, evoke, strike. Did not hit the front target. Of course, that would have prevented 9 damage. Alright. 10 damage to all targets pretty much guarantees the victory. Claw. I meant to use claw the first time. Alright. Beam cell. Apply 4 damage. Deal 4 damage, apply 2 vulnerable. Streamline is... From using it, I'm not impressed with it. It takes too long to get good. And Bullseye isn't as good as I think, because, yeah, lock-on targets receive 50% more damage for orbs, but most of the time you don't get to choose who's going to be the orb target. So I'm not going to take any of them. I'm going to go ahead and skip the card, rather than put a card that's mediocre in my deck. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and deal damage. Machine Learning. We'll leap to prevent damage from the front target. Or from the back target, rather. I need to kill the healer in the back as quickly as possible again. And of course, they're going to drop a 15 defense on them. Yeah, the pin nib allowed me to deal double damage to the back target thanks to that. I'm going to take 3 with no static discharge. And we're going to get a heal. Yep, see? Very frustrating. Alright, static discharge. Doom and Gloom. Which means now when I get hit, it's going to push that dark orb to the front and deal as much damage as it can to the enemy in the back since they have lower hit points. And she went ahead and used a strength boost. So, stack. I need to seek out a ball lightning so I can channel it to the back. That's going to cause that orb to deal damage. And I can just do that. Alright. Yep, I gained energy and then... because I forgot. Never happened to you? Happened to me. Alright, we got 21 incoming. So that's a defend, and I guess a ball lightning. At least it's 3 attacks, so I should be getting a lot of static discharge here, and then again, which should kill the target. But still, 27 hit points remaining. Aggregate cool-headed frost orb gives you 2 block a turn, which usually isn't enough unless you've got some good focus cards. So I'm not going to take any of them. I'm going to heal up as best I can, then we'll see how bad this elite battle's going to be. Okay, this isn't too bad, I think. We do need to take out the middle target. I think it's bad enough, though, that I am going to gain focus. And I am going to throw the fire potion at the front target. Ooh, ball lightning. What a draw. So now I'm going to do 5 per orb. And it'll be doing a lot more if I... evoke them. God, I could not think all of a sudden. My brain is like shutting down for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and seek a claw. Because it's free, and I can start getting the claw rolling. This is going to hurt, but second and third ones will evoke static discharge for 10 each. With any luck, the enemy's going to go for a Bring everybody back move. Rally. And I'll be able to defeat the elite. Alright, so 2 of them. A Maw Bank, whenever you... Basically, every turn, climbing a floor is moving up to the next space on the map. It's not moving up from one act to another. So I'll gain 12 gold, but the minute I spend gold at a shop, it stops working. And whenever my hit points is full, haha, I gain extra energy. Oh, barrage. I don't have enough orb slots to make barrage useful. If you can get cards to increase orb slots and you've gotten 5 or 7 of them, or you got an artifact, the inserter, every 2 or 3 turns you gain an orb slot, then it's great. So I am going to go ahead and seek... I'm going to go ahead and seek Static Discharge right off the bat. Because this is probably going to hurt anyway. Sleep, Doom and Gloom, and that's it. So I'm going to take 10. I don't think I had any more defensive cards in hand, which otherwise I should have used those. Bang. Static Discharge that to the front. Well, isn't this a bit of an issue? On the plus side, I will get to evoke that orb twice, so that's going to deal a lot. Okay, if I claw, yeah, I can beat the bot or the enemy this turn. Equilibrium, gain 16 block, retain your hand this turn. Why not? I could always use block. All right, I made it to the second boss. We'll rest up for as many hit points as I can get, and proceed. This guy can be an absolute pain in the butt, by the way. Collector, I think he's called? Yeah. Pin Nib allows me to deal 20 with that, which is nice. Alright. 16 block, retain my hand this turn. Seek Static Discharge. Feel the burn. I'll block the first 2, but not the third one. I probably could have used energy. Alright. So I've got a whole handful of stuff and a lot of damage coming down. So I know we're going to charge, we're going to leap, we're going to pop the energy potion. Alright, we're going to dual cast the Shadow Orb, which is going to deal its damage twice to a single target. We're going to strike that. I'm at 19 block. If I can kill that first target, I'm in great shape. I don't think I can, unless I get lucky. So you know what? I'm going to play it safe. We're going to rebound stack instead. Yep, lightning went all the way to the back. Front target was survived. So I'll take nothing. Now I have a 14 block. I'm going to go ahead and charge battery just to gain the extra energy for next turn. And my lightning took out a target, and then of course I gained the energy and draw a card, but I had already passed turn at that point. This is going to debuff me big time. 27 damage incoming. This is gonna hurt. Alright. Use up all the defensive stuff I can and rebound the leap. But I'm gonna take 15. Oh, another 27. Lovely. Retain my hand this turn, please. I'll take 6. Oh, thank God, the boss is going to buff this time. Do I have anything 0 in the discard? I do. That gives me extra damage to work with. I think the boss is probably going to bring back 2 minions this turn. Nope. Strength and defense buff. So I've got 21 to block. And I blocked 21. And there's 21 more coming down the pipe. Block 10, which is not enough. I'm dead. Give it my best shot. Hour 36. Oh, I can run one more. My last set of unlocks. Motion chip, symbiotic virus, data disk. All relics. Well, that wasn't a bad run necessarily. Alright, I'm going to finish off with the silent. Non-ascension. And I think I'm going to try and see if I can't do a poison run. Again, that's really dependent on the cards. Oh, I could choose a card to obtain. Score a poison card right off the bat. Alright, I'm going to go this way because there's a campfire right before an elite. Alright, apply 5 poison, apply neutralize, apply defend. So, take 3. Sometimes I miss the Ironclad's ability to heal 6 hit points after a battle. I need to start stacking more more poison cards in my deck so I can keep putting poison on the target. I know I'm going to defend once, twice. Quit applying defense. There, boss, or not boss, enemy dies. Card is Acrobatics. Try and mill through cards more often to get rid of cards I don't need. And it also gives me another way to maybe utilize cards that you can't play, but if you discard them you get a certain effect. They can be very handy. Especially since with that one you get to draw 3, then you discard. So I am going to go ahead and Acrobatics this time and discard Strike. And I guess I'm taking some damage because it didn't pay off the way I'd hoped. I was really hoping to draw a cheap kill. I guess I still would have taken damage either way. We're going to neutralize the back target because it's free. And leave the front target at 1 hit point. Because why not? Now I'm weakened. But poison doesn't care about weaken. Of course, neither does strike when they only have 1 hit point. Deal 15 damage. Next turn, sneaky strike. Deal 10 if you've discarded a card, it's free. We're going to go up the left-hand side here, towards that elite. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 14 hit points. Sure! I got 2 strikes. I walk into a room and find a large hole in the ground. Gain 175 gold. Weak is pointless when I use poison. So this doesn't bother me all that much, as long as I can keep drawing poison cards. It's the better of the 2 damage cards I left in hand, so we'll go ahead and use it. You do not belong here. Yeah. Your mother was a snowblower. Short Circuit. Old movie from the 80s. We're not going to take any damage this turn. We'll let that poison stack up a little bit. Poison drops by 1 each turn, unless I can get Noxious Fumes, which allows me to apply poison each turn at the beginning of my turn. Thus guaranteeing... There's one, in fact, right there. Once you upgrade it, it applies 3 poison to all enemies every turn. Very powerful if you're going to run a poison run, and if you can filter through the deck 2 or 3 times, keep casting it, pretty soon you're stacking ridiculous amounts of poison on your target. Combine it with a defensive sort of build, and you're in great shape. Alright, Sneaky Strike, I should have done a Survivor first. This is why I need to make sure all of my cards go into my hand first before I start playing. Because I do that, I could have very easily cast that Sneaky Strike. Alright. We are going to do a Deadly Poison. We're going to defend, and we're going to take some damage. And we're just going to go ahead and block 3 times so that I can take only 3 damage and keep applying poison. And slowly wear this guy down. There's another 5. We're going to go ahead and draw 3, discard 1, just to see if I could draw another poison card, like Noxious Fumes again. It's not on my draw deck. Oh, Noxious Fumes, I guess, gets exhausted when you use it. Defend once. Strike for 13. Yeah, it's better than the other one. Gain weak. Take 14. Boss is now sitting at 14 poison, though. Go all out on damage. Now, Elite dies to poison. Kunai. Whenever I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. That'd be great for a Shiv build. We'll go ahead and do Endless Agony, because once I can start stacking Endless Agonies, every time you play one, it puts another copy in your discard pile. You can start really triggering Kunai with them. Apotheosis is great. Upgrade all your cards for the rest of combat. Cannot go wrong with that. And I'm not going to take the rest of them. Yeah, I don't have enough for Relic now. Okay. Gain a Relic here. Ancient Tisa. Whenever into rest site, start next combat with 2 extra energy. Mediocre. At best. I'm going to go this way, find an enemy, get the campfire, because the other way is a shop, and I don't have any money to make it usable. So, Apotheosis. Endless Agony. Oh, whenever I draw it, I add an extra copy to my hand. Okay. And as much as I like to use Deadly Poison, if I use Strike, it triggers the Kunai, and I'll gain extra dexterity, which means all my defensive cards add 1 extra block. Which is good when I'm frail. So take 4. This enemy will split very shortly. So poison really is kind of a pointless thing anyway with it. Drop it to 24, and then the poison upgraded, Noxious Fumes upgrade like that, is going to be very nice because I'm going to start applying 3 poison per turn. Gain 12 block. I will go ahead and exhaust a Slimed because there's no reason not to. And start building that poison. This build can be a very fun build. I tend to have problems later in the game with it. For whatever reason, it seems like it just kind of peters out. Alright, as long as I strike the back target, it will die to poison, preventing it from dealing damage, so it doesn't matter if I don't have block. Any poison on the enemy triggers the instant they go ahead and start their turn, which is handy. That green bar also lets you know. Alright, we're going to take backflip because, you know, defensive. As much as I'd love to upgrade Noxious Fumes or Apotheosis, I need to rest. 2 extra energy to start this combat. Gain the block. And more block. I was looking for noxious fumes. Did not see it. Instead, I'm gonna take 2 damage. But middle slime will die due to poison this next turn. So I'm going to neutralize that one. Acrobatics plus, draw 4, discard 1. Discard strike. Endless agony. Endless agony. I guess I should have done those to one that... No, if I defend plus, the other attacker dies. The one does 5, but it's blocked, and the other 2 just debuff me. Now Noxious Fumes is going to start adding up. Okay, so Acrobatics. Draw 4, discard 1. Sneaky Strike is now free. Neutralize that one. Backflip. We'll play it safe. Just defend. Doesn't matter. The poison's going to start adding up on the other 2, and I can pretty much stab them down to lethal next turn. They're going to be at 5 poison each. That flies lethal poison. That does lethal damage. Poison potion's nice. I'm going to go ahead and take Bane, deal 7. If the enemy is poisoned, deal 7 it again. Because more often than not, it's going to be 1 energy for 14 damage. We're going to go to with the question mark here, see what we find. Ah, spin the wheel. More often than not, I end up getting crap on this, so let's see. What is this? Lose a card? Oh, yes, I can remove a card from my deck. Excellent. 1 strike goes away. That's not so bad. Oh, an Apotheosis right off the bat is, again, fantastic. They are not attacking this turn, so I can go ahead and really go all out, gain the extra dexterity. They're both going to grow that strength. I need to take out the front target. I'm going to gain block, because Bane doesn't do any good when they're not... I mean, it'll still deal damage, but when they're not poisoned, it doesn't do as much as it could. I needed the defense. Yep, if I used the second strike, I wouldn't be taking 10 damage right now. I'm a doofus. Leg sweep. Fly 2 weak, gain 11 block. I'm not a big fan of that one. We'll take Slice instead, see if we can't trigger Kunai a little more often. Heal up, and boss time. First floor. First act, whatever you want to call it. Because it's not really the floor. I'm on the 16th floor now as I climb the tower. So starting out with Noxious Fumes is going to be great. But first, Theosis, Noxious Fumes, Endless Agony, Strike, Strike. Alright. This is one of those bosses where it does not pay to take a long time to kill it with poison, because once that comes back around again, I'm going to take a lot of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the 6 poison potion to increase the poison further. Then I guess I'm going to just defend this turn, because that's all I drew was defensive cards. I'll be up to 20 poison next turn. I don't have Catalyst, sadly. There's a Kunai trigger, so 2 dexterity now. Deadly Poison. Backflip gives me enough block, plus lets me draw 2 more. Bane for even more damage. There are 29 poison. 74 hit points. Yeah, I'll kill them long before they get to The point up. I didn't need to worry about defense this turn, but I only drew one strike anyway. So death is pretty much guaranteed next turn. A poison card would have been nice. That's right. Acrobatics. Draw 4. Discard the burn. Sneaky strike for free, and that guarantees death. 2 hit points, 33 poison. Add a card to your deck. Alright. In Venom, whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. 1,000 cuts whenever you play a card, deal 1 damage. Next turn, your attacks deal double damage. We'll go with Envenom. Adding extra poison can't be a bad thing, right? I definitely don't want the Snecko Eye. Empty Cage, upon pickup, remove 2 cards. Ring of the Snake, draw an additional card every turn, rather than just in first turn of combat. Alright, Act 2. There's a shop and a chance for an elite on the right-hand side, so we're gonna go there. Plated armor. Poison's great against this guy. I said... We'll drop one of his plated armor off. Upgrade all of my cards for the rest of combat. Let's minimize damage. As much as I would love to add Deadly Poison, I spent this turn to use Apotheosis because it's so good, and now I'm set up for the rest of the battle. Venom only costs 1 when upgraded. That's good to know. But the problem is, I did get through the shield. Of course, the problem is I need to start hitting the target multiple times a turn if I'm going to use that to do poison to the target. Alright, Noxious Fumes is fantastic. Gain 9 block, gain 9 block. Passes a turn. Now I'm stacking poison. Neutralize. Bane will go ahead and go through for extra damage. And this will go through for extra damage. Alright, Deadly Poison. Gain 10 block, Slice, and then Strike. Take out the plated armor down another point. Because plated armor, the way it works is it gives you that much defense every turn, that much block, but if you take damage, you lose one of your plated armor. There we go. Dead. Minimal damage. Power Potion's nice. I like that. Prepare. Draw 1, discard 1. I'll take that over the 0 damage attack. And I got the shop, yeah. Deadly Poison and a Poison Stab. Upon pickup, I can't get it anyway. If you're in the turn without block, gain 6 block. Gain a 50% discount on all products. Sure, why not? Pick up the poison cards, be down to 4 gold. And a free treasure chest. Bottle Lightning, I didn't have to pay for it. Choose a skill I start with in every combat. Well, I think we'll go ahead and start with Apotheosis. Seems like a good choice to me, and we'll go after the elite. Receive Secret Technique and store a card. Well, I can get rid of a Strike and get Secret Technique. Secret Technique being one of those useful cards that lets you get something you need out of your deck. Alright, I'm going to take 10, whether I like it or not, but I've got myself set up for the rest of combat. I took them out. Defend once, defend twice. They are attacking for 15, so I'm good. Poison does not trigger the flight thing. It's not like your normal attack ability. Also doesn't trigger thorns though, so you know. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Okay, that's enough poison to kill that target. This is enough poison to kill that target, and the middle one's buffing. Neutralize. Use a deadly poison. If I strike, poison will not kill the target. Oh, I'm thinking it would. That's alright. I got enough defense. Apparently I can't math. Oh, that's right. They take 50% less damage while they're flying. Add a card to my deck. Deadly poison. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Elite time. Let's see. I may not be able to use Apotheosis right off the bat. Man. Acrobatics. Discarding Apotheosis. Negate. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used my Poison Potion. My Dexterity Potion right off the bat. That's alright. Minimize some of the damage. Slice. Let's go ahead and draw one. Discard one. See what I pull. I couldn't remember if I had another weaken. Yeah, I should have used my Dex Potion because I could have generated enough defense to block all this. But I may be using it this turn instead. $23, $19, $27. I'm going to take 4. I have a fire potion. If I can get that front target down to 20 or less, I can take it out. Noxious fumes is like guaranteed. I can take out 10 damage versus 5 block by doing this, which works out better in the long run. Still gonna hurt. This elite battle is such a pain because of all the damage they do. Really, game? Seriously? I'll mill through a lot of the deck. I'll survive with like 3 hit points. But I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, they're actually not doing a massive amount of damage this turn. Let's go ahead and drink this one to see what I get. We're going to get footwork for free. 2 defense means I can start really laying out extra block. All the poison begins to do some of its work. Some, I say, because I really can't speed it up right now when I'm having to defend every single turn. And I'm dead. This elite battle is what's wrecking me every time. This is 2 hours, and this is probably a good stopping point for me. So, no victories tonight at all. That's alright, though. Got to practice with some cards, try some different strategies out. Just gotta try and avoid that elite battle on the second floor, I guess. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, BearCave33. I think you're the only person here the entire time. This will go up on my YouTube page, xparrot42. I had to think for a second. I'm getting tired, that's the problem. I'll stream again Monday night, 7 Central, roughly. There are 2 according to my screen. Oh, well, I don't know who the other one is. I only see 1 on my dashboard right now. That's alright, though. YouTube viewers are probably going, yes, this is all pre-recorded. Why are you talking to them? That, you know, oh well. Either way, I am probably going to be continuing to play Slay the Spire because I really enjoy the game quite a bit and I want to get better at it. And practice is how you do it. So hopefully you learned something out of it. And I'll see you next time.